Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you. Senorita.
Hello, this is former WWE diva Melina, and I wanted to give a shout out to just Alyx. Alyx, I am so proud of you, and I think there are people who, they have a dream and they don't even start trying to create it, let alone, follow through with it and continue to do it, especially with all the things that go on within a decade. So for you to keep trucking and for you to keep continuing to, show the world and wrestling and review it and just make people happy, I think that's an amazing thing, and congratulations. I love you and I'm so proud of you. Sending so much love and continued success. Mwah!
Login complete. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is my AEW Dynamite review. February 8th of 2023, the night the Gun Club, the Guns, shocked the world. Yes, I know, bring it in. Come on, bring it in. I know it hurts. Damn it, do I know it hurts. A heartbreaker. Big heartbreaker for the Acclaimed fans. They are mad. Ooh, they mad. Don't go on Twitter. Ooh, they mad at Tony right now. How could you do that to the most beloved tag team? 'Cause everyone loves the Acclaimed. They threatening to no longer watch AEW. They got their panties in a bunch, and rightfully so. Even I have to admit that was a ballsy move. Taking the belts off of them and giving them to the Guns. Like, if they had given them to FTR, I think the fans would have been a little bit okay. But they straight up said, we're going to give the belts to the Guns. Even though the Acclaimed is clearly the hottest act when it comes to tag teams. At least in AEW. Probably, I don't know, they might be the hottest tag team act, period. No offense to the Usos. Usos, they're having a great storyline right now, but in terms of a tag team, the Acclaim is hot. And they're still going to be hot for a while. I don't see that act getting stale. Shoot, they can keep this going for another year and a half, really. But here's my thing. This is where I get heat. Speaking of heat, please check out my interview with Alundra Blaze, dropping this Friday. It is up early for people who have YouTube memberships, so you can watch that right now. Clips will go out. One went out today. More will go out tomorrow. And then the big interview drops on Friday. So look for that. But I'm about to get some heat right now. I understand you're upset, but I think it was the right move. No, hold on for a minute. Wait, before you burn down whatever computer you're watching me on, before you toss your phone across the room, hear me out. I've always said it is best for a tag team to go out while they're on top. All this talk about, well, the Acclaimed, they're still hot. I know. That's the perfect time for them to lose. You don't ever want to wait till they're cold. That's dumb. I don't like that mindset. We're going to wait till they're cold and people are bored with them to lose the belts. And they held them for a while. They held those belts for what seems like, 6 months? They beat Keith Lee and Swerve. They beat FTR. They had a very, very strong run. So don't be upset that Tony Khan took the belts off of them while they're hot. Quite frankly, that's when you should take the belts off of them. Because that's when it's more effective when they do lose the belts. Now, I'm okay with the way they lost. See, here's where I would have been upset. If Billy Gunn would have turned on the Acclaimed like they teased that he was gonna do, I would have been pissed. Because not only did you take the tag belts off of the Acclaimed, you broke up the group. See, the item is Billy Gunn, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens. That item, you protect as much as possible. The tag team, the Acclaimed, that needs to stay together. And they stayed together. Billy Gunn did not screw over the Acclaimed. The Gunns just cheated to beat them. So, personally, as long as the Acclaimed is still a group, all right, I'm okay with this. I'm sorry. I get it. I understand why you're upset. Personally, as long as they keep Billy with the Acclaimed, I got nothing to bitch about. Also, here's the main reason I'm not upset. The Gunns got those belts for a reason. It's either to drop it right back to the Acclaimed at the pay-per-view, or they're going to drop it to FTR. I don't see what the problem here is. They're not going to be one of those strong tag teams, clearly. They're going to cheat to keep those belts, as they should because they're heels. So when they actually do lose, and it will be a short reign, it's either going to be to the Acclaimed at Revolution or to FTR when they come back. I'm thinking it's to FTR. Would you rather FTR come and beat the Acclaimed? Exactly. I don't hate this. This was a smart, ballsy, but smart way to go about things. And they did the double swerve, making us think that Billy Gunn was going to turn on the Acclaimed, but he didn't. But then the Gunn still won. Listen, the main event was designed to piss you off, but for a good reason. Now you want to see the Acclaimed get those belts back. Awesome. Revolution, here we come. Do I think the Acclaimed win? They could. Or we could have the Gunns retain and then have FTR come back and beat them. What do you do? But why not? Just give the Gunns, let them have the belts for a couple months. At the very earliest, they'll drop it right back to the Acclaimed at Revolution. Tell me when I'm telling lies. The Acclaimed held the belts for a good couple of months. So if they don't get the belts back, I'm good. They had a good run. They had a good moment. You're not going to take that away from them. As long as you protect the item that is Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass Billy Gunn, Anthony Bowens, and Max Caster, whatever. Do whatever you want with those tag team belts. I personally am absolutely fine with the Gunns holding the belts. Why not let Austin and Colton get what will probably be a very short run with those belts anyways? Who gives a damn? They either hold it until the FTR comes back, or they give it right back to the Acclaimed in just a couple of weeks. Who cares? We're good. Now, if the Gunns end up holding it for a year, I'll end up bitching about that. That's some bullshit. But no, there's no harm done here. The heels cheated, so you don't take them seriously as heels. You're not supposed to take them seriously as heels. You protect the Acclaimed, who didn't lose clean, which would have pissed me off, and you also didn't have Billy Gunn turn on them, which would have pissed me off even more. We're good. So, I think when it comes to Tony Khan, when it comes to this, let's let this play out. I don't usually say that, but I've been very open to WWE and AEW storylines, because of who's in charge. I trust Tony and I trust Triple H. I am willing to finally say, after all these years, let this play out. Let it play out. You just never know. Let me know what y'all think. So, as much as people hated the ending, I thought it was fine. Regardless, this episode of Dynamite might have been the best episode in terms of in-ring action, because every single match was a banger. after banger, after banger, after banger, after banger, after banger. Jesus Christ. From Konosuke Takeshita versus MJF, outstanding match, to Bryan Danielson versus Roosh. I took that from Moose because I don't watch Impact anymore. Guess what? I'm giving it to Roosh. Roosh and Bryan Danielson tore it down. I'm a bit worried for Bunny, that's Allie, after she took what seemed to be I don't know if it was a exploder or whatever the hell it was going to be. Maybe it was going to be a flatliner, but she fell on her face during the match and they cut it short. So hopefully she's okay. But no harm done there. Your boy, Ricky Starks, couldn't run the gauntlet because Chris Jericho fucked him over because he's a piece of shit. But you also had the Elite versus AR Fox and Top Flight. Holy shit. Like, those three matches. Takeshita, FTR and Konosuke Takeshita, Bryan Danielson versus Roosh, freaking the Elite versus AR Fox and Top Flight, and then the main event. Like, that's easily one of the best lineups of wrestling I've seen since AEW started. I thought this was an excellent night for wrestling. So, let's get right to it, man. Let's not waste any time. Let's pay these bills, get right to the show, talk about the things that I like talking about. So if you guys don't mind, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all of my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to, give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alex Central, give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor, Amazon Music Unlimited. If you want the place for the best music in the world, ladies and gentlemen, it's not Spotify. It's not iHeartRadio. It's not iTunes. It ain't your mama's favorite stream. Well, unless it's Amazon Music Unlimited. Because, yeah, then it is. Then how's about we get a quick word from our sponsor? And I'll get to some shoutouts afterwards. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices. Smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alex, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alex, in the description below. Alright, thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. I do my best to rush through all this stuff so I can get straight to the review, but I do want to take my time tonight because I want to make you guys aware of what's happening with these reviews. Now, it's no secret, my AEW reviews, unless it's pay-per-view reviews, they do not match the amount of viewers that show up for Raw and SmackDown each week. I think on average I have like 150 to 200 people watch me live when it comes to Raw and or SmackDown. When it comes to AEW, maybe 70, 80. Sometimes we'll get over 100, but that's when like a big big return happens, like if CM Punk came back next week, this will probably be over 100 viewers. But what I appreciate about my AEW audience is the intimacy, is how most of the people here, they just watch because they enjoy wrestling. You know, they love what they get. And so whether it's 20 people, whether it's 10 people, whether it's 700 people, I love doing these reviews. And I hope that comes across when you watch me. I genuinely enjoy talking about AEW. I think this is easily the best competition WWE has had since WCW. TNA didn't come close to what AEW is doing. And I mean that. So, hopefully as time goes by and your bro, homeboy continues to grow and expand his brand, expand his audience, more people can see the genuine fandom that I have about AEW. But you know how you can help? You can help by liking the video. Because the more you like the video, the more chances I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So please help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. While you're at it, show some love to show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shine 97 Firestar Heart, Alyx, Demian, Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And also, please check out my interview with the amazing WWE Hall of Famer, Alundra Blaze. She's already catching some controversy with her comments on TikTok. Now, Twitter and YouTube is kind of slow. I noticed that Instagram is down as well. But I already know that when the interview hits the wrestling news sites tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday, those comments she made are gonna catch a lot of smoke. But I think if you watch her and you listen to her, you'll understand exactly why she said what she said. So, I hope you guys check that out when this is done, by the way. Alright, so let's go ahead and give the shout-outs a look at. Thank y'all to the following people who are here. We got Flubba. He says, besides Gun Club winning, it was an 8 out of 10 show. Again, like, I get why people are upset, but let it play out. I think long-term, you'll understand why he did what he did. Just give it a shot. JJ Bulldog. Excuse me. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? Bulldog. Nobody was expecting the Guns to win. I think that's why Tony did it. Big MGM, the main event is a perfect example of why a swerve for the sake of a swerve is not how to book a card. I disagree. I think he did the right thing here. This is how you establish tag teams. I agree that it was hurtful, that it was heartbreaking, but you had to do that. Now you're invested in the Acclaimed winning it back, right? Okay then. From Browntown, Mr. Robert Brown, YouTube member Higurashi, Carlos Morenso, YouTube member Carlos Morenso, Henry Orique. We got Mr. Anthony White, who says, I don't mind the bun, I don't mind the bun, I don't mind the bun, I don't mind the gun club being champions for once. They ain't holding them for a long time. Exactly. Like, just let it play out. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. John Bill II. We got Seaback66. Minako. I can't complain, it was good. Wow. You enjoyed the show. I like that. The Tribal Chief. I'm guessing either the Acclaimed are gonna be 2-time champs or FTR. See, I think everybody else sees where I'm coming from. I think people just needed to just relax because everybody was upset that their favorite tag team lost. I understand that. But guys, it's a story. Let it play out. I think we'll be fine. Juice Man. Hades. Let's do 3 more. MJB. Mama Redondo. What's good, Mama Redondo? JoJo, and the last one is going to the Cerebral Assassin, Christopher Carter. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. You are always welcome here, and help make this a big community for new wrestling fans to come in and chat with us. Once again, if you're just joining me, please hit that like button. because liking the button, liking the video will help get this video recommended more here on YouTube. So, super chats are going to be paused. We're going to go ahead and just get to the review, because I feel like this show is going to be overlooked because of that ending, and it really shouldn't be. And before I get to the review, this needs to be said. What makes WWE and AEW special in their own way is their ability to tell great stories, to give us great wrestling, but in their own ways, their own outlooks, their own perspectives. WWE are masters at storytelling. They're able to produce cinema that gets you to care more about what's going on inside the ring. And then when it's time to give you that masterclass, that classic match, it's going to hit that much more harder because you're going to be that much more invested. I think about Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. I know that match in Montreal. It's going to be fabulous. Whatever happens to Sami, which I'm pretty sure we all agree, he's going to be screwed by Jey Uso, which, good. That's going to make me care about the Usos versus Sami and Kevin Owens. But when they do, when Sami and Roman go out there and have that match, you're going to be into it every single second because of the story behind it. But you flip the page to AEW, and you see what these men and women are doing inside the ring, and it's next level. The way they put their bodies in the line, the selling, the way they're able to tell the stories through the in-ring action. You don't see all these bells and whistles, not as much as WWE has. It is just strictly what they do inside the ring, and it is easily one of the best things today. If you ask me today, what wrestling show has the best wrestling out of any wrestling show, I would say AEW. I agree that New Japan Pro Wrestling might have the best match, because it's going to be hard to top Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. But to be fair, what company does Kenny Omega work in? AEW. Hell, by the end of the year, that might change. We still got a full year. Overall, though, I think AEW has better wrestling than New Japan Pro Wrestling. Especially with the people I think are coming in. If they get Kota Ibushi, those of you who are not up to speed, Kota Ibushi's contract expired. So he's a free agent right now. He got his new wrestling school up. He can come to AEW anytime. And I think we all know he's coming. When they get them a Kota Ibushi, just go ahead and close the book because nothing's beating the wrestling quality. You already got Konosuke Takeshita, MJF, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and AR Fox and Top Flight, Bryan Danielson, Roosh. You got all these top talent having classic matches back and forth all the time, 24/7, 7-Eleven. Our truth. Let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter what wrestling you like, how you like it. As long as you love wrestling, that's what matters. But for the life of me, when it comes to in-ring performance, when it comes to in-ring wrestling, AEW. AE-fucking-W is number one. And it's not even close. WWE are the kings at storytelling. WWE are the kings at creating characters, creating storylines. Without a shadow of a doubt. But when it comes to what happens inside the ring, nothing tops AEW. And that's just my personal opinion. And we got that tonight. We got that tonight, man. Konosuke Takeshita versus MJF opened up the show. What an outstanding opener. Here's what I love about MJF. One of the best performers in the sport, and the reason why I say that is because he's smart with how he wrestles. See, MJF, if he really, really, really wanted to, could go out there and have a PWG-style match. He can do corkscrews. He can do 360s, 450s, moonsaults, backflips, hurricane ranas, swanton bombs, shooting star press. He can do all that, but he doesn't. He works like a heel. But then every once in a while, when you don't expect it, he'll pull off a crazy spot. Like what he did in this match when Takeshita goes to clothesline him off the top rope. That Negro did a goddamn 360 flip, and landed on his feet. That spot was insane. But real talk, they beat the piss out of each other. When I look at Takeshita, I go, this guy, if he's not a main event player, when it's all said and done, AEW has failed. They have failed as a promotion because what a star this kid is. This guy is, he's giving me some Jet Li, Jackie Chan vibes. And I say that as someone who loved those two. Man, I could see Takeshita get a movie deal, and I'd be like, yep. MJF is already awesome, but I don't need to tell you that. He's the world champion. You know what I mean? I do have my issues with the direction of his character. He's starting to feel like the average heel, which I don't like, but he's making it work. I would rather him go back to being Lucifer. You know, that charming, lovable fucking sadist that we all know is a scumbag, but deep down, you want to love him, and he has layers to him. He's like, I have to be this way, otherwise I won't be a champion. That was something they got away from when it comes to MJF. I want to see more of that. But in the meantime, holy crap, if this is a taste of what we're going to get between Bryan Danielson and MJF, bring it on. What an awesome match. I love that throughout the match, MJF worked on Takeshita's arm. So he just broke him down and broke him down and broke him down until he did the bridged armbar, the bridged saw of the earth to make him tap out. Then afterwards, he hit him with the ring, the diamond ring, and Takeshita juiced. He gagged, started bleeding down his face. And then Bryan Danielson had to make the save. Now, this was MJF's first match all year, right? This was his first match in 2023. Thinking about it, yeah, because the last match he had was against Ricky Starks, right? Yeah. Wow. Not bad. Homeboy's pulling out some moves that made it seem like he's been wrestling this entire time. Maybe he is wrestling. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, like, outstanding opening. Again, keep your eyes on Konosuke Takeshita. He is going to be a star one day. Mark my words. Prayers up for Bunny. During the match between the Bunny and women's champion Jamie Hayter, Jamie Hayter went for an exploder suplex and dropped Alyx on her face. And they instantly went to the finish. They said, oh no, get out of this. Get out of this. She hits the clothesline on Alyx and pins her 1, 2, 3. I was terrified when Alyx hit that ring. I was like, damn, that wasn't supposed to happen. But it looks like, based off of what I'm seeing on Twitter, she's fine. It was a scare. And I'm actually checking Twitter again just to be sure she's okay. I don't know if she broke anything. But man, let me see something real quick. I was terrified when she hit the ring, man. I was like, please don't be dead. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where you're like, as long as you're alive, I will be happy. And it looks like she's alive. She hasn't tweeted yet, but I am concerned. Now that was... we'll find out sometime tomorrow how bad the spot was, but from early signs, I'm hearing she's okay. So, we'll see what turns up tomorrow. The king of television, Samoa Joe. Your TNT and television champion. Basically saying, Wardlow, you might come and take these titles from me, but before you do that, I'm going to take everything from you. Short and sweet. Samoa Joe brings a lot of prestige to those belts. Can I be honest with you? I don't want Wardlow to win the belt back. Is that going to get me in trouble? Am I the only person? You know who I want to win the belt? Game over! I would love Miro to be the one to dethrone Samoa Joe. I feel like that's the direction they should go in. Because To me, Wardlow, when he was holding the belt for the 6 months, that was the time to really, really push him hard. Now, I don't know. Like, it might be too little too late, but we'll figure it out. I think Joe is such a great champion. I don't want him to give it back to Wardlow. I think he should hold it and then drop it to Miro. That's what I think. That's what I would do personally. But y'all be upset about that all you want down below. Oh, God. Okay, we need to talk about MJF. So, your boy MJF was backstage and an interviewer wanted to get his thoughts. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. So, MJF starts talking. And he starts telling this story. And actually, let me go find the photo really quickly to pull it up before I even get to the story. We're going to go to Denise Salcedo's Twitter because I know she has it. There it is. Thanks, Denise. She always has it ready to go. Alright, so let me set up the story for y'all really quickly. So, MJF's backstage. I don't even know what the name of the interviewer is, but it's that blonde hair chick. And he starts talking. He says he gives credit to Takeshita. He's very good, but he's not a generational talent. But nobody is. So that's okay. He doesn't know if we hate him because he's twisted or if he's twisted because we hate him. But he knows a man doesn't know who he is until he's tested by adversity. He talks about the time he's getting a speeding ticket in the blue Camaro in high school and being 1 point away from losing his license. He went to prom and he talks about the one perfect girl he wanted to get with. And he called this girl Liv. Now, who do we know with that name? Who do we know named Liv that he could possibly be talking about? I mean, that name sounds familiar. Who could he possibly be talking about? Wait a minute. Could he be talking? Nah. He can't be talking about that, Liv. But what if... Maybe, nah, it's stupid. He said something about brown eyes, hazel eyes, and of course, Liv is blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. So it can't be true unless she has tight contacts. I don't got to know. Who knows? The same thing could happen. But still, like, what if? Okay, I'm done. I'm done entertaining the thought. There's no way it was our Liv, right? Right? Well, anyways, this girl named Liv, Morgan. Anyways, this woman was, distracting him. Distracting him. While he was driving. And while he was driving, he ended up getting into an accident. And then he talks about having the blood of her, I guess, whatever, her head or wherever the blood came from, having her blood in his hands, just like he had blood on his hands from beating up Konosuke Takeshita. And then he said, the kind of guy that I am, Bryan, is the type of dude that when the police showed up, I pulled her lifeless body over and put her in the driver's seat so I don't lose my license. And I went, that piece of shit. And he says, I'm the kind of dude that will do whatever it's going to take to make sure you, Bryan Danielson, do not get this world title. Because I'm better than you, and you know it. That promo was sick. It was sick in all the good, best ways, and all the fucked up ways, too. Like, MJF knows exactly what to say to get people to hate him, man. That was such a good segment. I thought that was one of those moments where you just go, see, this is exactly why MJF is one of the best heels today. Like, he knows how to flip it on you. That was a crazy segment though. Like, Jesus Christ. This build up, and I'll talk more about it in the preview when we get closer to the pay-per-view. This might be one of the best built up main events that MJF, well, not just MJF, AEW has done since Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page. Like, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page, to me, that's the pinnacle. That was like 2 years in the making kind of build up. This one, I feel like, is done extremely well. And I can't believe how good it is. It is getting kind of repetitive that MJF is testing his opponents, and he does that on purpose to weaken them so they don't beat him. So, it does get kind of stupid that we keep going back to this storyline, but it's still effective. So if it's still effective, why complain? Ricky Starks ran the gauntlet. Cool Hand Angelo Parker versus Red Death Daniel Garcia versus Daddy Magic Matt Menard. So Ricky Starks had to run the gauntlet, beat all of them to get a match against Chris Jericho that night. Well, he beat Cool Hand Ange. He beat Daddy Magic Matt Menard. But when it came time to fight Daniel Garcia, Chris Jericho appears in the crowd wearing a mask and knocks out Ricky Starks. Which I expected, so I guess we're going to push this off until Revolution. Cool. So I guess Ricky Starks is going to come out, what, next week and cut a scathing promo? Cook him. Cook him, Ricky. Let's do it. Oh boy, here we go. Bryan Danielson versus Rush. And you know something? I should have done this at the beginning of the review. El Paso, Texas. Holy shit, what a crowd. This sounded like the Lucha Underground crowd. Culero, culero, culero. And then when Daniel Bryan was doing the kicks, see. You love to see it, man. It was so goddamn good. Such an awesome crowd. And then when they were doing the punches on the top rope, they were counting uno, dos, tres, cuatro. It was such an awesome atmosphere to be in. This felt like a Lucha Underground show, though, because of that crowd. Hot throughout the entire night. But goddamn were they hot for this match. And I love before the ring, the ring bell, before the match started, MJF had his cronies lock the door. Rush's henchmen locked the door with Bryan Danielson and Konosuke Takeshita of the room that they were in. And he had to break through it because his match started. So he tried to cheat by having Bryan Danielson be counted out because he was locked inside the room. I thought that was actually pretty smart. I enjoyed that. But Aubrey Edwards is like, okay, you son of a bitch. I'm going to count, but I'm going to count real slow. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if The Rock counts the dream. I'm sorry. I love it. I still remember that match with British Bulldog and Triple H on SmackDown. Such an awesome match. Bryan comes out before, I think, 6. And then he gets inside the ring and starts the match with Rush. Holy shit, this was brutal. This was a fight. They went to war. Bryan Danielson was bleeding like a stuffed pig early in the match. Rush beat the piss out of him. The chops, the elbow strikes, the punches, the kicks were stiff. New Japan style, stiff. That strong style is real. And this was all kinds of New Japan Pro Wrestling styled wrestling. Goddamn. I think if this was a New Japan, I'm going to say this right now. If this match was on a New Japan Pro Wrestling event, it would probably get 5 stars. This match was that good. Now, I think what hurt it was the commercial break. Because that's so frustrating. I hate that these matches get interrupted with commercials. You had to do it because it's TV. But if there wasn't a commercial break, I'd be calling this a match of the year candidate. I'm serious. It's that good. It is a phenomenal stiff fest. Bryan Danielson is on the run of his career with these series of matches. All of them have been bangers. After bangers. After bangers. Great stuff, man. But this match in particular was definitely Rush's best match, that's for sure. But you all had to know Bryan was going to win. He hits the running knee twice Roosh kicked out the first one, but on the second one, Bryan wins. And then afterwards, MJF, who's pissed off, attacks him because guess what? It's official. Bryan Danielson versus MJF Iron Man match is happening at Revolution. I'm excited. That's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be real cool. Someone just said that I have over 100 followers. Hey! We got over 100! Woo! Hey! Like the video. You want more followers? Like the video. Let's get this popping. On and popping. Yay! Yay! Let's go, man. For real, like the video. Over 100 people in here. For my AEW reviews? Celebrate that. Let's go. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. You could be anywhere. But that match between Bryan and Roosh was crazy. And then they followed it up. They followed it up with AR Fox and Top Flight versus the Elite. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Holy shit. Yo, real talk. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks make this shit look easy. They have these type of matches that I know piss off Jim Cornette. That I know Dave Meltzer jizzes over, and rightfully so he should, because they're awesome. But for me, I watch these matches, and I go, it's not fair. It's not even fair that these guys are this good. They make it look so easy. Having high-quality matches with literally everybody. Everybody. Now, it was a lot more easier to have a great match because it's freaking Top Flight. Dante Martin, Darius Martin, future tag team champs. And of course, AR Fox. Fuck yeah. Man, AR Fox, don't sleep on him. When they decide, yo, we're going to go with AR Fox one day, I'm going to be there. But yeah, AR Fox, man. That guy's going to be something special. I love how he does these counters and unique ways of getting into the cutter and getting into his version of the RKO. It's really, really dope. But man, this was a in-your-face, balls to the walls, fast-paced, high-flying spot fest that some people don't like. I personally fucking loved it. I loved it. Whether you like it or not, it's up to you. But for me, I fucking love this match. This was such a good match, man. That's just me. You could agree or disagree. And of course, the Elite have to win because they are the champs. But goddamn, I'll tell you one thing. That ending with AR Fox almost pinning Kenny Omega was super dope. Super, super, super dope. So, oh man, I loved it. Sorry, I love the match. Y'all can disagree or agree, but yeah, this was so goddamn cool. Give me your thoughts. And then the main event, we already talked about it. But your boy, the boys, the Ass Boys, beat the Acclaimed to become your new tag team champs. Again, I'm personally just happy Billy Gunn didn't cost him the belts. That would have pissed me off. But like I said before, I already talked about it at the beginning of the stream. This was the right call. It was good to get the heat on the Ass Boys and do it while the Acclaimed is hot. You don't want to wait until the Acclaimed is cold to do stuff like this. You want to do it while they're on top because it's more effective. Because now there's legit heat on the Guns, which they can use. So you either have the Guns drop the belt back to the Acclaimed at the pay-per-view, or you hold it, you have them hold it, and then drop it to FTR when they come back. I personally think if FTR is coming back, drop it to FTR. The Acclaimed, they can have that sympathy factor to them going forward, which I think they should. So, I'm happy. I'm 1000% happy with the Guns being champs. You might not be, but I definitely am. But yeah, guys, this was a great show. Awesome show. Definitely one of the best Dynamites in terms of wrestling. Can't complain. So let me know how you feel down below. Very curious to know how you guys feel about it in the live chat. So we do have a live chat going. I don't know what happened to it earlier, but let's get these likes up. Maybe we can see how well we do. But 100 people in here. That's encouraging. It's good to see 100 people. Yeah, the live chat still works. I don't know where everyone. People are here. This is StreamYard screwing up. So in about 5 seconds, you'll see it. coming out of nowhere. But give me your thoughts, y'all. Give me your thoughts about AEW Dynamite. What y'all in here talking about? Let me hang out with y'all. Yeah, everyone seems to be okay with the Guns winning the belts, on the caveat that they drop it back to the Acclaim at the pay-per-view or give it to FTR. That's the caveat. FTR should win the belts. Yeah, see? Guys, just let it play out. You just never know what could happen. I think it'll work out for the best. Pay the Enthusiast says Raw and Dynamite were great this week. I 1000% agree. I thought Raw was one of the best Raws on the Triple H. Dynamite was another great show. You can like both. You don't have to like one over the other. It's okay to like both. Now, let me see here. This crowd made me miss Lucha Underground. Man, ain't that the truth? El Paso was hot for this, man. It did feel like a Lucha Underground crowd. JoJo, what happened to Andrade? He hasn't been on TV either. Well, he got suspended indefinitely. I don't know if he's coming back. He should. Tony should bring him back. Be nice. The Al Johnson Show. Best believe that the Guns is holding on the belts to drop them to FTR. More and more people are starting to believe. Okay, see, I see people came in a little bit angry, but then after I gave you guys some logic and some reasoning, you went, okay, that does make sense. Yeah, everything is going to be just fine. I promise you. MJB, I don't see any of the tag team taking away the belts from the Guns other than FTR. The Acclaim were great, but it's time to move on. Okay, see? I know it hurt to see the Acclaim lose the belts, but I think long term it's going to pay off. Let's see here. Shadow Star, when it comes to the Acclaim losing, I don't mind because I see the Guns dropping the belts to them or FTR. Yeah. Everything's going to be okay. Don't you cry no more. I think Jay is a female version of Goldberg in a good way, and she's good at being a heel. I'm talking about how she has been undefeated so far. Well, eventually it has to come to an end, right? It just depends on who should end it. I personally think it should be Chris Statlander or Mercedes Moné. We'll have to see. Every week Dynamite has been killing it. That's an accurate statement. It's been killing it for a couple of months now. The crowds have been hot, that's for sure. I got so excited when I saw 100 people show up. But y'all, let's go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please check out my interview with Alundra Blaze dropping on Friday. And there will be clips going up throughout the week, so check that out as well. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about what she had to say. And always know, guys, that wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, you're welcomed right here in Alyx's World. So as you follow out, do other YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, click the bell, catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate, PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and Venmo. Also, super thanks for those who would like to help me out. Other than that, thank you guys so much for making me a part of your day. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time, right here in Alyx's World. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm out. Peace.